Hey dreamers, Bryce here from Midnight Notion, singer-songwriter, musician, big fan of Metallica, but I have no idea what my favorite Metallica song is. Could it be all within my hands? Let's use math to find out. Cue the intro.
So give it to me now!
For the best Metallica song! All within my hands, we made it. We're finally to the end of Saint Anger, which means this is the final Saint Anger disclaimer. We know about the snare. We're not going to talk about the snare. We're going to listen to the song. You and I'm going to stop it every time I find something interesting, not because of copyright, but because I want to overanalyze everything they do. Then I'm going to grade it using the following criteria: composition, memorability, emotional response, instrumentation, and lyrics. Each category is a scale of 0 to 4 with a grand total of 20 possible points. We'll find out at the end of the video if this song has what it takes to get to the top 20. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, because when you're here on this channel, we're all good friends, we're all positive, we have energy, and we understand the reality of the world, that there aren't actually pedophiles drinking blood. They're probably out there somewhere, but not as like a mass conspiracy to take over the world. That's ridiculous. Be a smart human. Think for yourself. Let's listen to the song. We got scratches in the intro. We already had scratches on Shoot Me Again, but we're going to do it again. This one has more of like a different sort of reverb to it. They're just scratching on the guitar, but like there's like a, I don't know, is there a wah to it? Is there a sweeping EQ situation? It sounds like there's like a wind, there's a build, and then we get a lot of boinging. We're not going to talk about it. Boing, boing, boing. I can't really speak for why they would choose this, specifically Lars. I don't know why Lars chose this as his drum part for the intro. Is it different from most of his drum parts? Yes. Does it fit the song? No. What do you... Boing, 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 boing. Like, really, like, I don't know. Bum, 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 bum. What if he was on the toms? Boom, 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 boom. You know, something a little bit more thick, full. Maybe he could drum it out. Boom, 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 ka. He could do so many things with that, but instead he just chooses hi-hat, snare drum, nothing else. Bang, 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 bang. Weird choice to me. Now this one moves a little. That's how they could have just started with this. See, and now he's reverted back to having the snare on the 1, 2, 3, 4 again. But the difference here is that he has the kick drum on the ands. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and kick snare, kick snare, kick snare, kick snare. That's what keeps this beat different. That's what makes this beat more listenable. When it's just snare and hi-hat, add the kick drum in. Bucka, 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 bucka. Just makes it just slightly better, even though it's still kind of meh. But I do appreciate how they have the main riff with the straight groove, and now they've switched to the snare on all beats groove. Okay, great. We have an interesting little breakdown there. Ba 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 ba. Tom tom ba 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 ba. Tom roll. We had a little from the guitars. Now, in my opinion, this is one of the brightest moments of the entire record. I love the verses of this recording of this song, and I just wish they could have maximized their use of, not like played them more, but done it in a song that's better. You know what I mean? Because this song clearly needed some work. The band recognized it, and now they have a completely different version of it. So they already knew that this composition wasn't great. So they fixed it up, but they dropped this section that we're about to hear. I want you to just sit back and listen. We come back to almost nothing on the drums. It's actually kind of a cool drum beat. It's so we have the kick. 3, 4, snare, 2, 3, 4, boom, boom, ba boom, 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 ba boom, boom, ka, boom, ba boom. It's kind of cool to have like a halftime groove for the first half and then a straight groove for the second half. Really cool. Then we have this really ethereal sort of guitar go. Just again, I keep bringing up the EBow, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really know what an EBow does. I know that an EBow shows up on this record somewhere. It may have already happened. It may be happening again here. I don't really know. You're going to have to tell me in the comments. I'm not a gear guy. All I can say is that whatever they're doing on the guitars, it sounds far out there. It sounds trippy, and it's actually very beautiful. And then when it comes down, I'm saying this all up front because I want to just listen to it without any distraction. When it comes into the verse, the drums pick up a little bit. It's a really cool rhythm. And the one guitar is just, but it's not fully distorted. It's backed off. It's almost clean. And just that ethereal thing sounds just beautiful. So I'm going to let it play all the way through. And I just want you to close your eyes and feel everything that you hear.
All within my hands. All within my hands. Squeeze it in, crush it down. All within my hands. Hold it dear, hold it suffocates.
Right, so that whole section, what do you think? I think absolutely beautiful. There's so much to love about it, right? It's very busy instrumentally, right? You have that soft part, the ethereal thing that I was talking about, but when he starts singing, everything's very busy. The guitars and the bass are really just moving all over the place. The drums are playing a lot, but then James's voice, all within my hands. It's just very light, very sweeping, and it's a nice juxtaposition to the busyness of the rest of it. We've talked before about real estate. If you write down everything that happens in one measure of music, and where the beats are in the music, you have a kick here and a snare here, you have hi-hats here, you have guitars here. All of the beats are pretty much filled up before the vocals come in. So if the vocals match exactly what they're doing, if he was going all within my helmet, all within my all, within my all, within my, if he's, I can't even do it, but if he was trying to speak fast and sing it with the rhythm of the guitars, it'd be so messy, we wouldn't really know what was going on. By having that sweeping melody of his vocals, it's absolutely very beautiful. Then Lars played softly. Everybody, a round of applause. Woo, good job, Lars. You did it. You played soft. When we had that all within my hands part, the with the ahs, he's going. And that's probably the softest he's ever hit the snare. My baby's growing up. He's learning how to play with different attack levels. I can't think of the word velocity. He's learning velocity. Round of applause. Yay! Good job, Lars.
All within my hands. Love to death. Smack you round and round and all within my hands. Love is control. I'll die if I let go.
Is he doing double kick pedal? It sounds to me like this song is just, we're just gonna let all of the aggression out. We're just gonna hit everything as hard as we can, obviously except for the soft parts, but we're just gonna, like, the chorus is just, ah! He even says that later in the song, ah! Kill, kill, kill. They're trying to kill their instruments.
Love is control. I'll die if I let go. Hate me now. Kill all within my hands. Hate me now. Crush all within my hands. Ooh, squeeze all within my hands.
So there's so much going on here. This halftime groove feels like a different song. It feels like it matches with the early part of the song. But there's like all that aggressive stuff. I don't know. It's changing a lot, which is something I like, but it's noise, right? It's just noise. Are you with me on that? It's just noise. We all can agree that the S&M 2 version is better, maybe, hopefully. Please? What am I trying to do with my hands? It feels loud. It feels noisy. It feels like they're doing a lot of things. It feels Frankenstein-y. I've been saying that a lot. They Frankenstein their songs. When they're putting their songs together, they take pieces of riffs and they put them together. This one feels that way. All of these riffs feel like they're all in the same key, obviously. They all have the same tuning, but they all don't quite transition smoothly. There needs to be something different. And all I can say is, like, I hate that I'm listening to this, knowing the S&M 2 version, because it's just far superior. The only difference about the S&M 2 version that I wish they would change is that they played with distortion in the chorus. But I digress. Let's listen.
Choke out within my hands.
I don't know what that little right speaker Kirk thing. I don't know what it is exactly. I know he's just playing some notes, whatever. But there's something about that particular note choice that I really like. I just wanted to point that out. I don't know why. Just like it.
Trap all within my hands. Kill all within my hands again.
Really love that come down from the chorus. Bum, bum, wham, wham, bum, bum. See, I think that's why there's something different about the rest of the chorus. Boom. The way that they're emphasizing the drums on that part feels different than bum, bump, wham, wham, bum. It feels like a different, I don't know, it's close. It's almost there, but there's something different about it. I think it's all in Lars, but it's all in Lars's hands. But I don't know, it just, something isn't, I love that ending. I love the ring, and I love the soft stuff in the song, but all the aggressive stuff, maybe all I'm saying is that I'm more of a softie, and I don't need so much aggression. Yay for happy, good, fun times. Who wants me to listen to pop music next? Put it in the comments if you want me to review some pop music. Yeah, feel it. Oh, they only did it one time through. I just love that riff so much. I just want to hear that riff on a loop. Somebody give me that loop for like 10 hours, and I'm just going to put it on, and I'm going to get so many things done. I'm going to get all my chores done, everything.
My hands, take your fear from me up. All within my hands, let you run. Then I pull your leash. Oh.
Here comes Metallica's probably funniest moment. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if you think so, but I think in all of their songs that they've released, this is the closest they're going to get to comedy. Listen for the stop and the trick. Hands. I don't know why. I just think it's really funny. Let's keep going.
Under thumb, under to myself, all within my hands.
His vocals are really just gone at this point. Hands! I know that the story of this record is all about letting out that aggression and getting that negative energy out, and they really sound like they're doing that. But does it make it listenable? That's the question we have to ask ourselves. The goal of this project is to find my favorite Metallica song. And in order to find my favorite Metallica song, I have to be able to listen to the song. Does it make it listenable? Yeah. It just feels like a different song. It feels like a different tempo. I don't know if they're changing the tempo. I guess I haven't really been counting to see if there's a metronome going. They could be slowing. They could be speeding up. I don't think so, but it feels so different. It just feels like it's dragging a little bit. And again, there's nothing wrong with creating a song that has some sort of illustration. If you're trying to depict through music the feeling of like highs and lows, peaks and valleys, good times and bad times, right? You can make yourself feel like, oh, you're trudging through the mud and you just can't get out of the depression. And then you get out and everything's bright and sunny and then you're just kill, 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 kill. I don't know. If you want to depict that in your music, totally fine. That's definitely a thing you can do. Does it make me want to hear the song? No. He's also, hate me. He's like building to the note, but it's not a full bend. It feels like a missed note and a correction. You know the difference, right? You can't just like, if you're trying to sing a song, there's an artful style of singing where you kind of slope into the note, right? Happy birthday, right? You're kind of like sliding into it. But if you miss the note and you happy birth and you correct yourself, that's a different feel. It's not like doing a run. It's not like doing a slide. It is a missed note corrected, and maybe again could be an artfully crafted thing, but it just is hard to listen to. My ears go, ooh, that's a missed note. Every time I hear it, I get a little bit of a cringe in me. Maybe they're trying to get me to cringe, but I don't want to cringe in my favorite Metallica song.
In my hands again.
A messy little chord, or it could be the chord in the guitar. It could be like fiddling with that. It could be the switch between treble and lead, or whatever the two switches are, rhythm and lead on a guitar. Sometimes they got a little switch on there. It could be anything, but now we finally get a fun little riff. Now we're going to turn it up a little bit. We've had kind of a halftime feel. We've had an aggressive feel. Now we get the rock. This is Metallica. Well, the riff is cool. I don't know what Lars is doing on this song. Again, it just feels like he's just hitting the drums as hard as he can. I'm not a fan. I'm lost already. It's we're at 5:43 out of 8:47. Mark it down. 3 minutes left to go, and I'm out. I'm checked out. I no longer like it. There are so many moments in here that are really fun and really cool, but I'm just tired of these drums, man. And it's not just because of the snare. It's the patterns that he's choosing. So many wonderful moments ruined by so many terrible moments, in my opinion. I don't know what happened here. I wouldn't have let this go out to the public. If I was producing it, I would have asked him to play something different, or I would have told him to delete the song, because holy moly, ugh.
I'll die if I let go. Control is love, love is control. I'll fall if I let go. Control is love, love is control. I will only let you breathe my air that you receive. Then we'll see if I let you love me.
I love that's one of the few parts of the song. Let you love me. We've got like a kind of a, for lack of a better word, frantic beat going here. I don't even know what the hell he's doing. And then da 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 da. It's a nice change. We've set a pattern of just this wonky whatever, and then we're breaking it down with just those half notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and maybe they're half notes, maybe they're quarter notes. I don't know. You can count it however you want. I'm tired of counting the song. Let's keep going.
I will only let you breathe my air that you receive. Then we'll see if I let you love me. Love is control.
And that's their transition. He's flat, man. He's flat. He's just barely. If he could just get just up a little, just a teeny little bit higher.
My hands again, yeah, yeah. Choke on within my hands, squeeze on within my hands. Me now, trap on within my hands. Me now, kill on within my hands again.
I have to like get myself in the right mode, in the right headspace for this section. So if you'll excuse me, I got to get in the right headspace. Hi, Mom. Yeah, I just wanted to say that I really love you, just in case anything happens. Tomorrow's Death Magnetic. You could do it. 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 Okay, I'm ready.
Kill, 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 kill. 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 Kill, kill, kill.
Is it over? It's over. We did it. We did it. We made it to the end. Let's give this some points. All right, composition. Wow, this song is something else. That last 3 minutes was grueling for me. I hope it wasn't too bad for you. In the future, you should all know that in the description of my videos, I have the timestamps so you can skip over the music and straight to the points if you want to. But those of you who stuck it through, thank you so much for being here. I know I'm pushing a lot of bias onto the song. Compositionally, I guess it's fairly interesting. It's a different pattern. I mean, it is kind of still verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, but it is a little bit of a new adventure, if you will. There's that nice little joke in there before the second chorus. There's some really beautiful moments before the verses. Really love them, but oh my God, that ending is awful. It's just not fun to listen to. It's just repetitive. It's too long. For every great moment they have throughout the intro and before the verses, they break it down with just like, I don't know about this. Bong, 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 bong for the intro. And then just doing it again for the chorus. Bah, 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 bah. It just feels angry. And I don't think I'm angry enough for this song. Maybe you're angry enough for this song and it really releases something in you. But for me, I love being alive. I don't love the state of the nation right now in the U.S., but I do love the life that I have and the people that I have in my life. So not angry enough for me. This composition is really just... I'm not angry enough for it. This composition is absolute trash for me. They ruined what could have been absolutely beautiful. They did it much better when they redid it, but we're not talking about that version. We're talking about this version. And in this version, composition from me, it's a 0. Blech. Memorability. Unfortunately, there is a lot to remember about this song. Kill, kill, kill. I mean, you're not going to forget that. You're not going to forget All Within My Hands. They say that how many times? Hate Me Now is said over and over and over again. There's a lot of memorable parts. So as much as the intro and the bridge might be kind of forgettable, they are doing a lot of repetition. It is hard to forget this song. So okay, fine. Memorability, I'll give them 2. Emotional response. Instrumentation, they're doing fine. I really like what Kirk and what James are doing on the guitars. Bass level, no, I mean, it feels good. It feels good, right? I think that there's a lot of stuff to really compliment them on. Specifically, that part before the verses, I can't say enough how beautiful that is and how much I wish it could have been used on a better song. That said, Lars destroyed this song. Absolutely took a piece of artwork that was pretty solid on its own and just ruined it. And again, I've been saying it over and over. If you want to get your aggression out, that's great, but just not listenable, in my opinion. I'm sorry. It's just not good enough. Instrumentation, that's a 1. Lyrics. I really like what they're saying in the song. If you look at just the lyrics, you take out the music, there is a lot of weight to the song. There's a lot of interesting things. When I think of All Within My Hands, I think of he's got the whole world in his hands, which is typically a Christian song, something, I think it's a Christian song. Actually, I don't even really know. But I feel like the original song is talking about God holding the world and kind of keeping it safe from harm. This song is taking that and putting the Metallica twist on it, a happy song turning sad, and really talking about how I think James has this tendency that to love something so hard, he's sending it away. I don't know for sure, but this song sounds a lot like it might be about Jason. Jason left the band because he had some other projects he was working on, and the bandmates, particularly James, didn't really like that. They didn't want him to do anything outside of Metallica, and they just got really aggressive about it. And this song really feels like, hey, I've got this thing that's perfectly fine. I'm going to love it. I'm going to hold it. And then my holding turns into crushing. And then I'm not actually letting it inside, right? I'm just like, love me. And then when that person decides, you know what, I do want to love you, they're going, whoa, 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 whoa. You know, I'll see if I let you love me, right? I'm not even going to open up my myself, but I'm going to tell you what to do. Hey, you go here, you go there. You have to be, me spewing out what you need to do with your life isn't going to help you at all. So it's going to just send you packing the other direction. And so every person, every new person that comes into life, whether it's friend, family, a coworker, whoever it is that's entering your life, you got to be able to let them in, but you also need to know where your boundaries are. And if your boundaries are too, I don't know, this is a complex emotion. It's a very complex emotion. And to be honest with you, a lot of people in the metal community they're not equipped to deal with that emotion. I could be wrong. I could be speaking from a dated perspective, but my overall, most of my interactions with metal people are very I don't want to put them all into one category, but men in the worldwide, men are just not trained to deal with emotions. We are not given the proper tools to really get out that negative emotion. And that's why you see so many men attacking people and hurting people and being aggressive and being loud and angry. And it's just a lot of negative energy out there because they just can't deal with their emotions properly. So honestly, I can't say this enough. Therapy is not a weakness. Therapy is helpful, and it is very beneficial to living a positive life. If you want to be kind to others and you want others to be kind to you, it's not just as simple of, well, they should just do it. Well, yeah, they should do it, but there are things you could do for them to help kind of soothe them into your life. And I don't really know what I'm trying to get at here, other than that there's a lot of negative emotions in that boil into toxic masculinity, and we can stop those things from becoming toxic masculinity if we find the root source, that deep dark emotion, and we just kind of let it out in a positive way. Music is one way to do that. I guess you could bang on the drums, you could turn off the snare and just go boing, 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 and that's one way to do it. They seem like much better people after this record. If you look at Metallica from the 90s, bunch of douchebags. You look at Metallica from the 2010s, they're going to welcome you in, they're going to hug you, they're going to just talk to you like you're a best friend. They're really cool people, and they've really learned from the whole period that this record took place in. They learned a lot from it. So, get your aggression out on music. That's what I recommend. If you got problems, write it out, play it out. You're going to be fine. But also recognize it's okay to talk about these things. It's okay to cry. I cry all the time. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's no such thing as a man card. Get rid of that idea. We're going to be just humans here. We're all good, fine, safe, wonderful human beings. I love you. I support you. This is a long rant. Lyrically, I think this one can get a 3. And so All Within My Hands gets a grand total of 6 points. It's not even close to the top 20. It is in 81st place out of 88 songs. Very, very low. One of my least favorite. So unfortunately, that's how the math adds up for me. Let's check out the other math over here. We've got one in the lead still ever since Justice. It's been up there for a long time. We've got a pretty good sprinkling. We got plenty of Load album songs. We got plenty of songs from Black album. We've got a pretty good sprinkling. We don't see any more Kill 'Em All anymore, but we do have Unnamed Feeling on there, surprisingly. So a pretty good mix, but tomorrow is Death Magnetic, and I've been saying this for a long time. It's going to dominate this top 20 board. Probably. I don't know for sure, but I have a feeling it's going to dominate. So now it's your turn in the comments below. Tell me what score you would give All Within My Hands using my method. Be honest about it. Really take the analytical approach and add it all up. Does it add up for you? I want to know. Make sure you check out My Music Midnight Notion. My music is available all over the internet. I love the Spotify streams. I can't even talk anymore. My voice has been killed. Make sure you check it out. And of course, hit that subscribe button because these negative reviews are all gone. We're going to move into positive territory tomorrow with Death Magnetic. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.